Peace, peace, peace. This is your boy Juice Wanna with another episode of Smoke and Jokes, where we discuss today's topics while indulging in the greatest of herbal essences. Today's show is brought to you by no other than Double Grape Skywalker. Make no mistake, there's two double grapes if you're gonna skywalk. Don't pay no attention to me. I be chumming up some stupid ass sayings and shit. But anyway, I wanted to get into, as you can see, got a new backdrop, made a new backdrop, made a new layout. So, I'm working on different things. So, you see my little gas drop down. You know what I'm saying? That's my gas logo. My new Grand Strange logo. I keep the G, but as you can see in the background, hold on. I got an idiot who wants to rev his engine. And then we got a fire truck. Hold on a minute. So I don't want to get into this without being able to get into it. All right, making sure that traffic is running. You know how it is on the weekends. People just do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like I said, I got my set. So, see my little name slide out. The Big Juice Wanna. You know what I'm saying? That's my lower third right there that I got. So let's get into this. Okay. All right. Now, it says, he was asleep in his car. Police woke him, and he created a reason to kill him. Let's get into this here. Right? Says he was asleep in his car. Police woke him and created a reason to kill him. Damn. Luke Stewart, a 23-year-old black man, was asleep in his parked car on March 23rd, 2017, when he was approached by police officers, Matthew Rhodes and Louis Catalini. He was parked legally in Euclid, a suburb of Cleveland, and he wasn't posing a danger to anyone. That's what it's saying. Right. Let's slide down here. Kathleen knocked on Luke's door, startling him awake. They did not announce themselves as officers. Luke sat up and started the car. Catalini and Rhodes immediately opened Luke's car doors and reached inside to forcibly remove him. Catalini grabbed Luke's arm and he wrapped his arms around Luke's head and pulled, while Rhodes pushed from the passenger's side. This is the brother right here. Rest in peace, my brother. Scared, Luke attempted to drive away, but Rhodes jumped into the passenger seat. Luke looked at Rhodes and asked, "Why are you in my car?" Rhodes attacked Luke. He punched him, stunned him with a taser 6 times, then used the taser to strike him in the head. Luke never hit back. Moments later, Rhodes shot Luke 5 times, killing him. Rhodes had been in the car with Luke for only about 1 minute before he opened fire. You gotta ask yourself, right? Are they going into these situations with an intent to cause conflict so they can cause harm? You understand what I'm saying? Like, are you going in there with this intent? You gotta ask yourself this, people. You gotta ask yourself, is this what's going on here? Are these people really just going out and looking for problems? You see the man sleeping, right? You don't announce yourself. He wakes up. He's probably turning on the car just so he can even know what's going on, right? You know what I mean? And from right there, you all of this in less than a minute. At no point in time are you telling the man that you were even the police. He's asking you, what the fuck are you doing? You know, this is when you gotta ask yourself, like, what is the intent of these officers? Are they going in there with this? So I would, you know how like they what Cedric said about black people when they go like to a bar, you know, like when they going out, you know, white people like, you know, I hope you don't, and black people like I wish you would. Are the white officers those, you know, those type of people thinking just strictly I wish you would in black situations? I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Then it says right here, right? Let's see, it goes. Luke's killers escaped justice. Rhodes had no reason to jump into Luke's car, let alone to use deadly force against them. The Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals held that a jury could find that Rhodes' decision to shoot Luke had violated his constitution rights. However, even acknowledging this, the courts dismissed Luke's civil rights lawsuit. Why? Because of the hotly debate court created doctrine of qualified immunity. Now I tell you people all the time, you know, the court system is a sham, right? If you want justice in America, look at how, you know, I bring up my list all the time of lynchings, you know, in the United States, and you would see that shit, 90% out of them was handled, you know, by the white people dragging black people out of the court system into the streets and hanging them, burning them, or doing whatever foul acts they did within, you know, the eyes of the public. The whole public communicated and agreed. So this is your court system. The same court system that stood aside cops, all of that from then to now. This is it. When you think about qualified immunity, just understand that there's a system within a system. You know, I'm gonna give you the breakdown, you know, on it. I did a show on it, but you know the volume was bad, so I had basically, you know, trash that show. So I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna do a new one and put it back up. Because you need to understand not just in the sense of qualified immunity, but how that works, period, within the legal system. That's just what you see and what they put a name on that right there to prevent you from doing it. But even without that name, it was already set up like that anyway. You know, and I'm going to get into that. So let's get into my fault. I was here. So let's bring this down. Let's go. Okay. A black girl was arrested at school in Hawaii over the drawing that upset a parent. So, white parents can get mad that a black girl can draw a picture and then they will arrest her. You know? This is the... Hold on 1 minute. Pardon me. Had to take a phone call there. Well, where you can see, black children, being put through a system simply for, a drawing at 10. Yeah, the girl is 10. And you say racism and these educations on racism shouldn't be taught. All right? Okay, let's get into this. All right? It goes. A black girl was arrested at school in Hawaii over a drawing that upset a parent. The American Civil Liberties Union of Hawaii is demanding policies change after a 10-year-old black girl was arrested at school over a drawing linked to a run-of-the-mill dispute among children. Some little petty shit. In response to the incident, the ACLU sent a letter Monday to the Honolulu Police Department, the State Department of Education, and the state's Attorney General's office asking them to adopt policy changes, expunge all records of the arrest, and to pay $500,000 in damages for harm and suffering caused by their agencies. Let me say it like this. 500,000 ain't enough. You put cuffs on a 10-year-old, I ain't gonna even say girl, just period, because you shouldn't do that to anybody. I don't want to focus on like it's a male or female thing. You did that to my son, I'd be just as fucking irate. What are you doing? 500,000? Chump change. Chump change. Let me just say that. In January 2020, a parent called the Honawai Elementary School in Honolulu to complain about the drawing made by the girl and demanded the staff call police, the ACLU said. So basically we had a Karen, and this is how they respond for Karens. When police arrived, the girl, who was only identified as MB, was handcuffed with excessive force and taken to the police station, the ACLU said. The girl's mother, Tamara Taylor, said she was called to the school, but she was not allowed to see her daughter or informed that the girl was handcuffed in front of staff and her peers, placed into a squad car and taken away. This is what I'm going to say. Right, here's the gas. Here's the fire to that. Right? You are setting a new precedent. Right? With, now that you have softened the boys, that you bumped us off, right? The men, the alphas. You know what I mean? It's like a handful left. And then, with shows like Archer and all of that, where, you constantly bombarded, there's big women, manly women, in the black community. So now you justify on how you handle our women, right? And in the black community, we always say, well, we need to defend our women. Listen, don't tell nobody that while you're standing there in tight jeans and all type of shit like that, coloring your hair and, you complaining, and I'm going to leave that alone. All I'm going to say is this young lady right here, right? 500,000 is not gonna do it. Like, there's supposed to be action taken. These are when those organizations who's looking to get a name for themselves hop on motherfucking planes and head out there and bring the ruckus type of a thing. That's just what I'm saying. That's the gas. You know what I'm saying? That's the gas right there. All of those organizations, they supposed to tell that lady, listen, we don't even care if you want 500. We gonna make sure you get more because we gonna wreck Hawaii. Hawaii supposed to be, going through it right now. This is the second thing. The third thing, remember when they just killed the brother out there? You know what I mean? They just shot the brother out there. I'm not even trying to hear Hawaii trying to get their name on the map too. All right? That's what I'm telling you. Supposed to be out there making it happen. You do everything else. Why you ain't out in Hawaii? Right? So, I was stripped of my rights as a parent, and my daughter was stripped of her rights to protection and representation as a minor. There was no understanding of diversity, African American culture, and the history of police involvement with African American youth. My daughter and I are traumatized from these events, and I'm heartened to know that the day will live. What he says, this day will live in my daughter forever, Taylor said in a statement shared by the ACLU on her behalf. The Honolulu Police Department told CNN on Tuesday it was reviewing the letter and will be working with Corporation Counsel to address these allegations. Allegations? What the fuck is this? A spokesman for the Hawaii DOE said the agency did not have a comment at this time. In the letter, the ACLU said the girl had allegedly participated in drawing an offensive sketch of a student in response to that student bullying her. You see, this is some little kitty shit. Basically, this is baby, in-house, stuff. And here we go. We got a parent, right, who Karen and said, or Sharon, whatever you're calling these fucking people. You understand what I'm saying? I just call them white. You know what I'm saying? I don't even put a name on them. They just what it is. It's all of them. You a fuck if it's Adam or Tom or Jane or Keisha. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what it all comes down to. How it all works. How you can use a system for what you want. Police officers, making false accusations and to get paper boys harassed and shit. What the fuck kind of shit is this? Police officers making up lies to get newspaper boys harassed. I did a show on. I got to bring that article back up. Shit disturbed me. Just his statement alone. I've been doing this and cruising for 20, 30 years. He said some shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. So anyway, here we go. Let's get into this next one here. Right? Goes. Haitian gang leader threatens to kill kidnapped missionaries. Right? Port-au-Prince, Haiti. The leader of the 400 Mawuzu gang that police say is holding 17 members of a kidnapped missionary group is seen in a video released Thursday saying he will kill them if he doesn't get what he demands. The video posted on social media shows Wilson Joseph dressed in a blue suit, carrying a blue hat and wearing a large cross around his neck. I swear by thunder that if I don't get what I'm asking for, I will put a bullet in the head of these Americans, he said in the video. He also threatened Prime Minister Ariel Henry and the chief of Haiti's National Police, Leon Charles. As he spoke in front of the coffin that apparently held several members of his gang who were recently killed. You guys make me cry. I cry water. But I'm going to make you guys cry blood, he said. Earlier this week, authorities said that the gang was demanding $1 million per person, although it wasn't immediately clear that included the 5 children in the group. Among them, an 8-month-old, 17 Americans and 1 Canadian were abducted, along with their Haitian driver. Here's the gas. Here's the gas. Okay? Keep it J. You know, when I first covered this, I was saying about how, listen, give them the money. They need food, right? And now you got them mad because you also killed members of their gang at a time when they're trying to get their own order. Don't confuse gang activity with straight chaos, although it could be. You know what I mean? But at the same time, inside that chaos is the mindset of people who control the chaos people. You know, let them run loose, and then after a while, bring, civil, control based on whatever gang, runs things. That 17 million is definitely going to put him on a political, campaign trail and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely if he get that money, there's definitely going to be a lot of people in Haiti loving him. Because he's damn sure going to be feeding a lot of people. That 17 million is not going to him. You know what I'm saying? You just see he got bodies out there, man. These people are mad. They're not making these type of things for one. Not to say that he's not going to get paid. He pulled off the big part. He put his name out there. But I don't really think it's for personal wealth. Not when you got your people out there, dead, and you doing this on national, TV or whatever way that they brought it to the people. That doesn't sound like, I'm just saying, when you take those stages, you don't really plan to be getting rich. You know what I mean? You're not really planning. You ain't planning to walk away with that 17 million. Put it like that. If you did that, coming all out there on TV and all of that, at the most, you would think he'd probably walk away with 800,000. The rest of that is going to the people. Trust and believe that shit. Trust and believe that. That shit is going out to the people. Give them the money. Give them the money. For everybody. For the hostages. For the, for everybody, man. For the people over there. This is one of them times when, America should negotiate. That's all I'm saying. Who am I, right? Who am I? Who am I to tell you this? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking nobody, right? Anyway, here we go. Reward grows to 75,000 in deadly ambush of 3 Texas deputies. A reward for information leading to the arrest of a gunman who investigators said ambushed and killed a Texas constable deputy and wounded his 2 colleagues outside a Houston sports bar. His has grown to 75,000. Right, hold on. Right, saying he was frustrated and angry over the Saturday morning attack. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner pleaded with the public to help authorities bring the person or persons responsible for these shootings to justice. These persons are still out there, and I am a firm believer that somebody knows or has information that can lead to their arrest and conviction, Turner said at a news conference Wednesday afternoon. Yes, here's the gas. Yes. You know, it's odd that 3 brothers get shot, police officers, and nobody knows nothing. That's odd. For me, I don't know about you, I could be one of them people. They're just saying, yeah. It seems like, a mind your business situation is occurring here. I don't know. Seems odd. I hope it ain't no brothers who did it. I hope nobody, it's too late to hope nobody did it. But, from this point, we're going to find out. I never been a person who want to see just because somebody holds a badge, them harmed in any way. And mind you, I've been the type of person to bang out. Most of my history is, fighting the police. Most of it. I wind up in supermaxes and maxes and all of that, not over, other inmates, over beefing with police. So with that being said, I also never went into anything with an intention of just because they're the police. Nah, it was situations, and that's what occurred. So I do not wish any harm, especially not to any brothers. I know, brothers on the force, COs, personally, people I grew up with, you know what I mean? So, that's just not how I view things. I want to see the best, for everybody. I hope the people that, the brothers that's on the force are there for a change. If they not, and if you one of those black cops, if you one of those, then, but I don't think, brothers being out there to make sure people can have a good time at night and be safe. I don't think that they were there, for the purpose of giving, that problem. I could be wrong. I don't know. I wasn't there that night. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. But, my prayers go out to them nonetheless. All right. Let's get into this. Okay. Says Netflix employees walk out over Dave Chapelle special. Somebody mad. Why everybody mad at Dave Chapelle and that special? In the middle, I was kind of peeved just because I thought that he was promoting a lot of that. When he started off with the whole, sleeping with one and, or the pastor skeeting off in his face. That shit right there, I didn't really, I was nervous of him. You know what I'm saying? I was nervous of him. But I get the joke and I moved on. You know what I'm saying? And after that, everything else, I don't know. I just don't see, what's the beef. So we're gonna go into this article and we're gonna find out what's the beef. Right? Let's get into this. It goes. Netflix employees walk out over Dave Chappelle's special. Some Netflix employees walked out Wednesday in protest of the latest comedy special from Dave Chappelle, The Closer, which features jokes about transgender people. They and allies rallied and chanted, "Trans lives matter." Yes. Oh, shit. Did anybody get killed by the Dave Chappelle show? Was there like murders? Was there rounds up of trans or anything? What the fuck is trans? Like these people use the wildest slogans. Like they attach, and this is how you know they attach themselves to black people. Right there. Trans lives matters. Blue lives matters was in response to what? Black lives matters. Now you saying black people don't like trans or something, so now your response is trans lives matters. So you're trying to convince black people that we hate you because we support Dave Chappelle for some reason. This is what you trying to get. Because I don't get it, man. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I don't get it. Right? It says, right? It says they were joined by influential entertainment industry figures. Writer and director Joey Soloway called for trans reparations on Netflix board, while activist and organizers Ashley Mary Preston addressed rally goers and spoke to the press. There were also counter protesters on hand who were there to support Netflix's decision to not pull the special. Dead right. What the fuck? Here's the gas, right? Yo, listen. Let's get something straight, okay? We get it. You're going through your things. You know, but come on now. You're making arguments and you're proving his point. You're proving his point about this so-called cancel culture. And we're happy with Netflix for not playing the cancel game. No, we're not gonna. He didn't do nothing. He didn't say nothing. You just mad that he kept a G. That's it. You want all praises with nobody to talk down and say nothing. Even while there's people within your group and organization who can say, nah, man, it ain't like that. You're being hypersensitive. You know, and you're attacking people that say anything. You just trying to silence anybody. That's fucked up. You know? Let's get back into this, right? It goes. Netflix CEO, co-CEO, Ted Sarandos said this week that he screwed up communicating with his staff after they expressed displeasure with the special, but he also stood by the streaming giant's decision not to remove the program from its lineup. Damn right. Damn fucking right. Listen, man, we're not removing it. That's it. We gotta handle that. Stop fucking crying. That's fucking it. All right? Obviously, I screwed up. the internal communication, he told Variety. First and foremost, I should have led with a lot more humanity, meaning I had a group of employees who were definitely feeling pain and hurt from a decision we made. And I think that needs to be acknowledged up front before you get into the nuts and bolts of anything. Oh, shit. Yo, listen. Oh, shit. Yo, business is gonna be real funny for the youth, man. Everything they do, they gonna have to sit down and zen workouts and make sure everybody is okay before before they even do business and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be crazy. People are gonna go and look at your past, what's your name, tweets and whatnot to see if they even want to do this is gonna be the most funniest time for everything. The hypersensitive girly shit. This shit is amazing. He said, hold on, we gotta read this again. He said, forgive me, I'm laughing over here. He said, obviously I screwed up that internal communication. He told Variety. First and foremost, I should have led with a lot more humanity. Meaning, I had a group of employees who were definitely feeling pain. It hurt from a decision we made. And I think that needs to be acknowledged up front before you get into the nuts and bolts of anything. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That PR, the PR rep for that guy right there. Yo, man. Yo. They must be a one irritated ass relationship. Like the circle talking, jerking to that shit right there. Yo. Yo, that shit is the funniest shit I ever heard in my life. Yo, obviously I screwed up that internal communication. He said, oh shit, first and foremost, I should have led with more humanity. Meaning, I had a group of employees, who were definitely feeling some pain. It hurt for my decision, meaning that, hey, listen, we was gonna do this regardless. And we knew you was real sad by it. We just didn't think you was gonna walk out. So, and I think that needs to be acknowledged up front before you get into the nuts and bolts of anything. Yo, this shit right here was fucking funny. Chapelle's newest special has been criticized. Hold on, let's get into this, right? Oh, shit. It goes, Chapelle's newest show has been criticized for its numerous jokes about transgender individuals and the alpha, I don't want to call them the alphabets, because shit, they already got the rainbow. We want to give them the alphabets too, but, the Scrabble team, we'll call it the Scrabble team. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the transgender individuals in the Scrabble community advocates Advocates have called this special transphobic. But Sandonatos told his employees when the backlash began that the company would never platform programs that are designed to incite hate or violence, and we didn't believe the closer crosses that line. Right? Okay. Let me tell you something. Here's the gas right here, okay? Here's the gas, okay? Let me take you over here real quick. All right, we're going to keep that up. But let's go into this right here. Phobic, right? Having or involving in extreme or irrational fear, right? Right? We're inside this for anybody. I mean, when I watched the show, I didn't see Chapelle, fall, I seen like it was like the trans white person in there, the big bulky white person. I don't know if you seen them, but like in the clip, they looked like they was probably trans. I wasn't looking for them, but they just didn't look like they was happy with the jokes. You know what I'm saying? They showed the crowd like these motherfuckers just was sitting there, just looking like they just stood out. So maybe they were trans, maybe they wasn't. The point of the matter is, right? You can't say at no point in time, Chapelle looked at like he was acting a radical forever being around. Y'all use a word to try. Y'all use extremity words. Y'all use you're hypersensitive. So you take something and make it superimposed. Nobody is homophobic. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there is some people. Maybe there's a reason why they are. Just like there's other phobias. So let me ask you a question. You are damning somebody for a phobia. You calling it a phobia. We're saying we got a phobia now. I'm rolling with it. You gonna hold do you get mad at claustrophobic people? OCD people or whatever. So now you mad at me for being homophobic or transphobic or I don't think that's fair. Even though I think you hyping up a word. So now that you want to stick to that word, I'm gonna ask you. Well then, if that's the case, how are you holding that against me? That's a medical condition. Homophobic and transphobic should be a medical condition, and I'm pushing for it. Matter of fact, that's my new campaign. You know what I'm saying? That's my new campaign. That homophobic and transphobic should be a medical condition and acknowledged as so. That's it. No, I'm saying it right now. I'm homophobic and transphobic and I need medical help. I need medical help. Okay? That's it. We out. You know what I'm saying? Peace. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you. I made this is my chest, for my chessboard, right? This right here, right? So this is my board, like say if I'm playing chess or YouTube, right? This is my chess. Hold on. Right. So this is my chessboard right here. So you see me, I'll be doing it from here on out. You see my board like that. Now also, if I pull up my YouTube, right? So if I go here, go into my YouTube, pull up a yeah, see me, I'm streaming live. Alright, let's go here, pull up a free beat real quick. Now, as you can see, boom, it's placed up inside there, right? Because if I go to my chessboard, you see how we got a different fit to it, right? So that's that. This is there, the complete. All right. So now you know, you see me doing it. Peace. This is your boy Juice Wonder with another episode of Smoke and Jokes. Hold on, let me bring him on the board. All right. Here we go. Peace. This is your boy Juice Wonder with another episode of Smoke and Jokes, where we discuss today's topics while indulging in the greatest of herbal essences. Today's show is brought to you by no other than Double Grape Skywalker. Man, make no mistake. There's two grapes if you will. Well, there's double grapes if you're gonna Skywalker. We out.